The new General Assembly building opens its doors this week. The American Library Association says there were over 1,200 demands to censor books in 2022, and that number continues to increase in 2023. Pacheco and his team hope to have the prototype complete by 2025. Virginia will start to see these changes when the new General Assembly meets for the first time in January 2024. She says the issue of abortion was on many voters' minds, and she also weighed in on what these results mean on the national stage. In the First Alert Weather Center, Riley, what can we expect for the rest of the evening? Make sure animals like Roll here, who survived the fire a month ago. Live and on your side in Richmond, Brigette Kelly, NBC 12 News. Tucked between Virginia and Tennessee are two places called the Twin Cities, Bristol, Virginia, and Bristol, Tennessee. Abortion is illegal in Tennessee, but just down the road, less than a mile away in Virginia, is Bristol Women's Health, a clinic providing abortions to all women crossing state borders. Virginia is the only southern state where women are still legally allowed to receive an abortion after 15 weeks. When Roe v. Wade was overturned in June of last year, southern states began to place restrictions on abortion or completely banned it. Tennessee chose to make abortions illegal. That's when family planning clinics like Bristol Women's Health decided to pack up and leave and move 1.5 miles away across the border to Virginia.
It was started because of a need. It wasn't anything other than the fact that 1.5 miles down the road from us, the services we provide is illegal.
Carolina Oderek is the administrative director for Bristol Women's Health. She says women are coming to seek abortion services from neighboring southern states.
We see patients from Louisiana, we see people from Mississippi, we see people from Alabama, we see people from Georgia because Georgia is on a 6-week ban. We see people from Kentucky, we see people from Tennessee because that's a complete ban, and I believe Kentucky is also a complete ban. West Virginia is also a complete ban. South Carolina just went on a 6-week ban.
While the states must now decide on the abortion issues, Virginia lawmakers like Delegate Rodney Willett says with the General Assembly now blue, a new Virginia constitutional amendment protecting abortion rights will be introduced. He also says that the journey to get to an abortion clinic away from a woman's home state can be difficult and long.
It's certainly anything but convenient, and for a lot of women, it's an absolute hurdle they can't clear because of the expense. Number one, they're going to have transportation. Let's say they're working, they're going to have time off from work to do this. Are they going to have someone to come with them to help provide care post-procedure? All those factors are there.
Even though abortion is still legal in Virginia, Bristol Women's Health has seen pushback from people on the other side of the issue. The clinic has protesters every day.
It makes us angry and sad and hurt for the ones that are lost. Not just the babies, but also the mothers, the fathers.
Jules says there are other options and resources within the church for women who are debating on getting an abortion.
Each of those churches has things set up already in terms of money, in terms of homes that are ready and able to take either adopted children if that's necessary. Obviously, we hope for reconciliation. We want these people to raise their own children, but we're very big on walking alongside them.
In Tennessee, there are 20 family planning clinics, including Pathways Pregnancy Resource Center. Pathways Pregnancy Resource Center, a clinic that encourages women to seek out other alternatives to abortion, is just across the state border in Bristol, Tennessee. I reached out to them through phone call, email, and Zoom to schedule an interview, but they told me they are unable to do any interviews until next year. Protesters outside the Virginia clinic says this is where they would recommend sending women to.
They will provide the free services start to finish with a woman's pregnancy to make sure she gets all the physical needs, the emotional support that she needs during the pregnancy.
When it comes to women's health, Oderek is always paying attention to what lawmakers are debating at the Virginia General Assembly. She knows her clinic's future depends on it.
It's until that very last minute that somebody tells me I have to shut my doors, I won't.
Reporting in Bristol for VCU Insight and the newsroom at VCU, I'm Brigette Kelly. As some of the hottest temperatures we've seen all year scorch Richmond, people are looking for ways to beat the heat, including hanging out by the river.
This is beautiful weather. If you're not out here, you're missing out.
Isaiah Thomas is on the 3rd mile of his run, and he says getting out early helps him beat the worst of the heat.
It's light work, man. It's light work.
Others visiting Richmond from places like Texas say it's hot, even for them.
Cooler than Houston. We're still complaining though.
Sarah Lyons made the smart decision to deck herself out in dry fit clothes before hitting the river to keep the sun off her arms. Take her advice. It's a good idea to wear a hat and gear that's breathable over the course of the next few days. Camp counselor Joe Angevine says he's thankful he gets to kayak with his kids today.
We'll just roll over and over again till we cool off or splash each other. We're just trying to spend as much time on the water as we can, especially with all this heat.
Make sure if you are spending time outdoors, you're staying hydrated and getting enough shade. On your side in Richmond, Brigette Kelly, NBC 12 News.